Welcome back, Dom.
It's good to be back.
It's great to be here. And I love the beanie. I know it's really cold in Cape Town at the moment.
It is really cold.
We've got some exciting news to share all around this bill that's been passed in the US by the Senate. What exciting news. This is really going to change the crypto industry going forward, but it's also going to help us a lot.
Yeah,
Give us the breakdown on this. This is so exciting.
We literally couldn't have asked for a better announcement to come out. Effectively, what the US Senate is doing is they are, reinforcing individuals' rights to self-custody. And that's a big deal because everything we're doing is in the decentralized and self-custodial space. So we're never holding other people's crypto. We want to empower our users as much as possible and give them full control and sovereignty over their assets. And, with the SEC being so aggressive in terms of how it's been handling crypto, there were some moments that were a little bit touch and go. But to have self-custodial ownership be reinforced in such a way is truly the best news we could have had. I think it's making a lot of our devs sweat a lot less. And, I think we're in an incredibly strong position.
And this really opens up the value for our VARA ecosystem, what it means in terms of our development roadmap, being first to market now with our decentral exchange, which really ties exactly into what this bill stands for. I mean, it is the perfect storm.
It really is. And I feel with what's happening, especially since that custodial ownership is still under heavy scrutiny and self-custodial ownership is, permissionless and self-custodial ownership is really being reinforced. So there's a situation where you could possibly even see all the crypto that's sitting on centralized exchanges moving towards decentralized exchanges and cold storage and self-custodial solutions in the wake of these announcements and these laws being passed, which is amazing for us because we're literally building out those systems.
It's like the system was built for this law.
Yeah.
Self-custodial, permissionless, looking at the interoperability benefits of layer 2, reduced fees, instant transfers. This really is the future.
It truly is. I'm very excited.
So Dom, just, over and above what's been announced in the US market, what does that mean for the longevity of our value proposition here, of what we're offering, the network, of what we're offering the crypto industry in general?
When it comes to longevity, I think something that we've been doing since day one and that we truly stand for is this idea of long-term thinking within the crypto industry. So what we see in crypto often is very short-term thinking, people just trying to, ride the hype train, ride the wave, capitalize on the bubble, so to speak, and not really looking at the underlying technology and seeing how that can help humanity over longer time frames. And what we've really been focused on is how can we not only create value in the long term, but also create systems that have longevity. And part of that was making decisions like self-custodial ownership and decentralized systems, which ultimately are harder to build. It takes more effort for us to create these systems in that way, but ultimately we're putting the power in the hands of the people by doing so, and I think we're doing a good thing. And again, this announcement really reinforces that initial feeling and kind of rewards what I would say the act of empowering people, which is it's really nice when that happens.
Incredible stuff. Really focusing now on the launch of our decentral exchange, which is going to tie into everything that is moving forward with our VARA ambassadors and the network. Very, very exciting times. And again, to you, Dom, for your vision and your insights into how to create, effectively what is this future in crypto. Hats off. I mean, you are on point, again, with the self-custodial wallets, the permissionless system, giving power back to the people, the sovereignty of wealth, being able to trade at incredibly low fees on our layer 2, that interoperability and the future of everything that comes with it. We're not just talking about, having a DEX. It's, going forward with financial services, with, 100 other use cases that I can think of off the top of my head.
Offline transfers.
Yeah, so this really is fantastic news and is making good on the promise of VARA and of Dark Fusion and everything that we're building here.
Big time. It's a big affirmation from the market and from the Senate in a way.
That's great. Is there any other thoughts you have around how this is going to change, the industry landscape with the Bitcoin halving coming up, knowing that this is strategically for Bitcoin?
I think that this could be a big stepping stone and probably even an initial catalyst of what I think is going to be the layer 2 halving. So what we've seen is a lot of chatter about layer 2, a lot of development in the Lightning space. Obviously, we're doing what we're doing, and I think this next Bitcoin halving is going to be the time that Lightning Network and layer 2 solutions truly get to shine. So I think it's going to be an incredibly interesting time in crypto in general, and I think it's going to be a wild couple of years.
And let's just go back and touch on permission-based systems and how this news coming out could potentially be a bit of a roadblock there. And are we leaning more towards a self-custodial permissionless environment, or is it going to be a hybrid of both?
So we've always leaned towards self-custodial ownership and a permissionless system, because ultimately those type of systems let anyone get in. They're much more egalitarian. And because of that, I think lawmakers are starting to see a distinction between these different systems. And I think that there are going to be a lot of roadblocks for permission-based blockchains, especially permission-based proof-of-stake blockchains, where the initial ownership of a token can be traced down to original sale, because that's a very much permission system, especially when you compare it to proof-of-work systems or validation systems. So I think there's a lot from either angle, but I think we're definitely positioned in a way that we're choosing the option that I think has the most longevity. And ultimately, when you're empowering people and doing good, that comes back to around.
Well, anyway, exciting, great stuff. We really are on the cusp of something truly significant here. We wanted to share this news first with you. We wanted Dom to break down his insights and views on the matter, but exciting times for VARA, exciting times for Dark Fusion, all the exciting news around what's happening within the VARA ambassador ecosystem, and we have got some big announcements. So stay tuned. Thank you for all your support. We wanted to bring it to you first. Thanks, guys.